You know what everyone's been quietly watching at APEC this week? The Xi-Trump meeting here in Busan. It wasn't unexpected, but it definitely felt like the moment people were waiting for. Every local journalist I talked to mentioned it like this meeting has to happen. And it did. What caught my attention though was a small detail. You know, the meeting started at 11:10 and President Xi's plane arrived at 10:30, but President Trump actually arrived at 10:15. So he was already there waiting. It's a tiny thing, but it kind of showed how much this moment mattered to both sides.
I was watching TV yesterday. Almost all the channels are positive about the two most important leaders sort of meeting here in Busan. It's a very good positive step forward.
It is an indication to the world that we're not going to be dividing ourselves up. We're going to try and find ways where we agree. And
I also remember in San Francisco, Biden met Xi and had made some progress. I think we can see similar, somewhat different, but similar progress between the two big economies. So I think that was good.
You know, President Xi talked about keeping the relationship stable, that being partners and friends isn't just a choice, it's a need, that the two biggest economies will have friction sometimes, and that's normal. And then he said something I really like. Leaders are like captains steering a ship, and it's their job to make sure it doesn't drift off course. That line really stayed with me, probably the calmest metaphor I've heard in geopolitics all year. It felt like saying, yeah, we can disagree, but we still have to steer together. And he also said China's economy is still growing, 5.2% in the first 3 quarters. And he called it a C, not a pun. I like that. Big, resilient, but open.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, you've got two of the largest trading nations in the world that need to figure out how to work more smoothly, more stable together. So I think the rest of the world actually has a dependency on the two of them working well together.
There is more than just, their own interest for the United States and for China. And I'm hopeful that the rest of us, the other countries supporting, facilitating trade with both China and US, will also find an opportunity for a similar type balance with our trade.
the APEC leaders have been sending the right signals right from President Trump and President Xi's meeting through other discussions that have taken place. There's a reason for some hope, some optimism. Businesses are living in too much uncertainty, too much unpredictability, searching and seeking for some stability.
And that's what I kept hearing here. Not so much about who gains or who loses, but about hoping for some stability back. I was standing outside the venue yesterday and you could feel it. Everyone knew this was the moment. Even before the meeting started, the air felt different. People weren't talking about statements or outcomes. They were just waiting to see how it would happen. And when it finally happened, you could sense this soft kind of relief. Like, maybe it doesn't always have to be confrontation. Just the fact that they sat down, that they actually talked, is already enough. I don't know if that's optimism or just instinct, but after days of reporting here, it really felt like a small pocket of calm that the world quietly needed.